Paano kung ang taong nagsabing ikaw ang mahal ko, ginagamit ka lang pala para sa pera? At paano kung legal pa itong usapin, hindi lang sakit ng puso? Sa video na ito, hindi lang natin aalamin ang kwento. Iintindihin natin kung paano ka maaaring malinlang at kung paano mo ito maiiwasan. Dahil habang pinapanood mo ito, baka hindi mo napapansin, nangyayari na rin ito sa iba at posibleng mangyari sa'yo. Kaya kung gusto mong matutunan kung paano basahin ang red flags at maintindihan ang galaw ng isip at ugali ng tao, pati na rin ang mga batas sa Pilipinas na pwedeng magamit sa ganitong sitwasyon, panoorin mo ito hanggang dulo. At kung gusto mo ng ganitong klaseng analysis na nagtuturo ng batas, psychology, at human behavior sa pamamagitan ng totoong kwento, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-like ang video para mas marami ka pang matutunan sa mga susunod nating content. Ngayon, simulan na natin ang video.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Senator.
How can we help you, sir?
I have been in a relationship with somebody for a couple of years now. That
And her name is?
Berry Bartiquillo, or Hanch Berry May Della Pena Bartiquillo. I was recently divorced and I went on a...
Huminto muna tayo dito dahil sa unang 20 seconds pa lang, may napakalaking red flag na agad na dapat nating pag-usapan ng mas malalim. Bilang isang psychologist, mapapansin mo kaagad na ang lalaki ay kakagaling lamang sa isang mahabang relasyon at bagong hiwalay. At ito ang tinatawag nating emotional vulnerability stage, kung saan ang isang tao ay naghahanap ng bagong koneksyon para mapunan ang emotional gap. Sa ganitong kalagayan, bumababa ang critical thinking at mas nangingibabaw ang emosyon, kaya mas mabilis siyang magtiwala kahit hindi pa niya lubos na kilala ang tao. Dito pumapasok ang panganib ng emotional manipulation dahil ang isang taong sugatan ay mas madaling maapektuhan ng atensyon at pagmamahal. Bilang isang abogado, mahalaga rin ang puntong ito dahil dito nagsisimula ang foundation ng consent. Ngunit dapat nating tandaan na ang consent na nanggagaling sa emotional weakness ay maaaring hindi ganap na malaya o informed. Ibig sabihin, kahit mukhang kusa ang kanyang mga desisyon, maaari itong naimpluwensyahan ng kanyang emotional state. At kapag ang ganitong sitwasyon ay sinamantala ng ibang tao, doon nagiging posible ang usapin ng panlilinlang. Kaya sa simula pa lang ng kwento, hindi na ito simpleng love story, kundi isang sitwasyon na may potensyal na maging legal at psychological case.
dating site called Pena Love. Because one of my customers of the IT business that I run has a Filipino wife, and he said that you should, have a look at Filipino women. They're, very nice girls. And so I did. Within 3 days of being on the site, I was approached by a young lady by the name of Berry. Approached me, started calling me baby.
First day?
Yeah.
She already called you baby?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
she started. We pretty much she moved me over to Telegram,
Okay.
where
You had private conversations.
yeah, but it was pretty intense for like
Pretty intense. When you say pretty intense,
as in
how would you
as,
describe it?
As in the conversation was
Sex.
Napansin ninyo kung gaano kabilis ang pangyayari? Sa loob lamang ng ilang araw, tinawag na agad siyang baby at may mga salitang I love you at pakakasalan kita na sa normal na relasyon ay inaabot ng mahabang panahon bago masabi. Bilang isang psychologist, ito ay malinaw na halimbawa ng love bombing. Isang teknik kung saan binabaha ang isang tao ng sobra-sobrang pagmamahal at atensyon upang mabilis siyang ma-attach at mawalan ng pagdududa. Ang ganitong paraan ay hindi natural dahil ang tunay na emosyon ay unti-unting nabubuo, hindi biglaan at hindi pilit. Kapag sobrang bilis ng attachment, kadalasan may layunin ito sa likod. Bilang isang abogado, hindi pa ito agad itinuturing na krimen, ngunit ito ang unang hakbang sa posibleng panlilinlang lalo na kung may kasunod na financial involvement. Sa ganitong senaryo, ang emosyon ang ginagamit bilang puhunan para makuha ang tiwala ng biktima. At kapag nakuha na ang tiwala, mas madali nang makuha ang pera o anumang benepisyo mula sa kanya. Kaya dapat nating tandaan, ang sobrang bilis na pag-ibig ay hindi palaging tunay. Minsan ito ay isang strategy.
See?
No. Beautiful. It was a beautiful conversation with a girl that I thought was, really beautiful.
Okay.
As in, we seemed to click, we seemed to spark, and we got along really well. And
The
she
spark
said,
was there right away.
yeah, and she
The
said
moment you talked to her or chat.
yeah, it seemed to
with
be, and she said things like, you're the love of my life, and
Mm-hmm.
and I want to marry you, and all sorts of things, really within the first day. And then from that point, it was like every moment that from the moment like we spent probably 4 or 5 hours that night talking, and then the next morning. Started again, and it just kept going for pretty much whatever time it was. It was a long time. So I believe that this girl was I'd just come out of a 20-year marriage, and I kind of I guess I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and she came along, and I kind of went with that pretty quickly.
Dito makikita ang isang mahalagang bagay na madalas hindi napapansin, ang self-awareness ng biktima. Sinabi niya na, maybe I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, at ito ay isang indikasyon na unti-unti niyang naiintindihan ang kanyang sitwasyon. Bilang psychologist, hindi natin ito dapat tawaging katangahan, kundi isang kombinasyon ng loneliness, emotional need, at psychological dependency. Ang tao ay likas na naghahanap ng koneksyon, lalo na kapag siya ay nag-iisa o nasaktan. Sa ganitong kalagayan, kahit maliit na atensyon ay nagiging malaking bagay. Ang utak natin ay may tendency na mag-focus sa positive emotions at i-ignore ang red flags kapag tayo ay emotionally invested na. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit kahit may mali na, patuloy pa rin tayong naniniwala. Bilang abogado, mahalaga rin ito dahil ipinapakita nito kung paano nabuo ang trust na naging basehan ng mga susunod na transaksyon. At kapag ang trust na ito ay ginamit laban sa isang tao, doon nagiging komplikado ang legal na usapan. Kaya sa puntong ito, makikita na natin na ang sitwasyon ay hindi basta-basta, kundi isang unti-unting pagbuo ng emotional dependency.
And I was kind of pretty stupid in the fact that I don't know if I'm stupid or not, but I probably shouldn't have been so gullible.
How did she describe herself to you as far as like what does she do?
Well, she
Where
was,
she
I
live?
still stick to the.
She's pretty.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
I still stick to the, one in a
Wow. Okay.
one in a million. This girl, in every way. She was just really different to anyone I'd ever met.
You're so in love with her, sir.
Really different to anyone I'd ever met, and
So how did she start asking money from you?
so she never actually asked me for money, but I wanted to help her because I knew she was poor, and so I straight away started sending. I gave her an allowance.
So
I started.
Ngayon, napakahalaga ng bahagi na ito dahil dito nagsisimula ang usapin ng pera. Sinabi niya na hindi siya hininga ng pera, kundi siya mismo ang kusang nagbigay, at ito ang nagiging komplikado sa mata ng batas. Bilang abogado, kapag ang pera ay ibinigay ng kusa, mahirap itong bawiin dahil walang direct na coercion o pamimilit. Ngunit hindi doon natatapos ang usapan dahil kung mapapatunayan na ang pagbibigay ng pera ay bunga ng panlilinlang o deception, maaari pa rin itong maging basehan ng kaso. Sa psychology naman, ito ay tinatawag na emotional investment. Kapag mahal mo ang isang tao, handa kang magbigay kahit hindi hinihingi. At dito pumapasok ang danger dahil ang emosyon ay nagiging daan para ma-exploit ang isang tao. Hindi niya napansin na unti-unti na siyang nagiging source ng financial support. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, ang biktima ay hindi agad nakikita ang mali dahil iniisip niya na ginagawa niya ito dahil sa pagmamahal. Ngunit sa realidad, ito ay maaaring bahagi na ng manipulation. Kaya sa puntong ito, nagsisimula ng mag-overlap ang emosyon at batas.
Started giving her,
was she going to school at that time?
She was.
Hunch Berry May Bardoquillo. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon po.
Do you know Michael Andre Chandler?
Kilala ko po.
Can you speak in English so he can understand? He's here right now with us, and he's complaining about you, and he wants to talk to you. So he's so in love with you. Why are you doing this to him? In fact, he's crying, and he's very
Meron po
emotional.
kasi kami mga hindi pagkakaintindihan.
Can you speak in English
Wala na.
so that he can
Hindi
understand?
na ako makapag-English ng straight.
So he can. It's okay, so that he can hear your side better if you speak in English.
Because before I told him already, about the, you know, oh, I told him about my side, but he just don't listen to it. He always believe to what he wants to believe to.
What was it that you told him, he said?
I always explain myself to him, but
What is it that you explained to her? What was it?
things that I do, but he just don't believe me.
The what?
He wants to believe himself, and like, he
Very-
even said that I'm scamming him, but no, I'm not.
Okay.
Because at first I did not ask for money. I rejected. He knows that. At first I don't care about money because we met. I'm 18 years old at the time, and I'm just at my grandma. He don't even want me to go outside. I'm just at the gate. I don't really go outside. I have nothing to buy, but
So
but
he
when
gave.
I left my grandma's house, he said he offered that he's gonna give me money. And
Okay.
since we are about to get married, I accepted it.
He never asked money from you, sir.
Ngayon naman, narinig natin ang panig ng babae at bilang isang analyst, mahalaga na pakinggan ang dalawang side bago magbigay ng konklusyon. Sinabi niya na hindi siya humingi ng pera at tinanggap lamang niya ito dahil sa plano nilang magpakasal. Sa psychology, ito ay tinatawag na rationalization, kung saan ang isang tao ay gumagawa ng paliwanag upang gawing katanggap-tanggap ang isang maling kilos. Hindi ibig sabihin na dahil may paliwanag ay tama na ang ginawa. Sa batas naman, hindi sapat ang simpleng denial na hindi ako humingi kung may ebidensya na ang pera ay ginamit sa ibang paraan kaysa sa sinabi. Ang mahalaga dito ay kung may deception o panlilinlang sa paggamit ng pera. Kung ang intensyon ay malinlang ang isang tao para makakuha ng benepisyo, doon nagkakaroon ng legal liability. Kaya kahit may paliwanag ang kabilang panig, kailangan pa rin itong suriin ng mabuti. Hindi lahat ng paliwanag ay katotohanan. Minsan ito ay paraan lamang upang umiwas sa responsibilidad.
That's what she
No,
says.
and as I said to you before,
It was you who volunteered
said to
giving
my
money
family
to her.
that-
I did. You started seeing other people as of November of 2024 that I can prove. So why did you start seeing other boys?
Didn't I told you before that, the feelings fade and I'm only staying because my father wants me to not end up with somebody that has no, that can't provide for me. He wants me to be, well, I know you get my point, but
I'm not sure I'm getting your point because this is the first time that you're telling me like this. So you're telling me that from November 2024, only 5
at
months.
first we really did fall in love with each other. We really did love each other. But,
Okay, but
you
from-
know, we,
yeah,
in our whole relationship, you just went to the Philippines like 2 times. So we don't really see each other a lot.
okay, but you understand the
And so
reason.
the feeling changed. But I believe when we got back together, I told you that I'm just saying because my father wants me to, and I want to listen to them because parents knows best, and I'm listening to them. But I love someone else at times.
Dito nagiging mas malinaw ang pattern ng emotional manipulation. Sinabi ng babae na nawala ang kanyang feelings ngunit nanatili siya sa relasyon dahil sa kagustuhan ng kanyang mga magulang. Sa psychology, ito ay tinatawag na external justification, kung saan ang isang tao ay ginagamit ang ibang dahilan upang ipaliwanag ang kanyang desisyon. Ngunit ang problema dito ay hindi niya ito agad sinabi sa lalaki at patuloy pa rin siyang nakikinabang sa relasyon. Dito pumapasok ang deception dahil ang katotohanan ay itinago habang patuloy ang pakinabang. Bilang abogado, mahalagang elemento sa panlilinlang ang pagtatago ng mahalagang impormasyon na dapat sana ay alam ng kabilang panig. Kung sinabi niya agad na wala na siyang nararamdaman, maaaring tumigil na ang pagbibigay ng pera. Ngunit dahil hindi niya ginawa iyon, nagpatuloy ang sitwasyon. Sa ganitong punto makikita natin na ang relasyon ay hindi na balanse kundi may isang taong patuloy na nakikinabang habang ang isa ay nalilinlang. At ito ang nagiging foundation ng isang posibleng legal case.
But I just want to do as my father said.
You did say that at one point in time, your love for him faded, just like that. What was the reason?
I just lost my feelings for him. We don't really go.
You lost
Yeah,
your
a lot.
feelings just like that, with no reason at all.
I just lost feelings.
This was after he gave you a lot of money already, or before, or in the middle of him giving you money and
It just,
allowances?
it just stopped. And I start to ghost him.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, I
you know,
understand. I understand,
ghost him.
Miss Berry, but you have to understand as well. He wants to know the reason why, as you said, your love faded. Your love for him faded just like that.
So you
Because-
never told me the truth. So what happened was, as of November 2024, when your feelings, if you ever
Because,
had them,
you
please
know,
stop interrupting me. If your
they just want me to stay with
your
you, but
feelings
I love
from
feelings for you,
2024
like,
stopped.
last-
You never
know,
told
and
me
it's
they
just kind of-
stopped. You kept telling me that you loved me and that you wanted to marry me and that I was the love of your life for the entire 1.5 years thereafter.
You know, feelings is. You know,
But
my
you were
feelings,
lying
like,
to me
they're-
because if your
like,
feelings
like,
had changed for me, then you should have told me that so that I would stop sending you money. But you continued to tell me that you loved me, that you wanted to marry me, whilst you're seeing other men from November 2024.
Wala ka na naman.
And you never told me this, and you kept lying to me so that I would keep sending you money and sending you gifts and sending you laptops and sending you phones. And then, yeah, you would ghost me. You'd ghost me because you'd go and see other guys for that week.
That's why
And then
Eto na ang pinakakritikal na bahagi ng kwento dahil dito malinaw na ipinakita ang patuloy na pagsisinungaling habang tumatanggap ng pera. Patuloy niyang sinasabi na mahal niya ang lalaki kahit alam niyang wala na siyang nararamdaman. At ito ay isang malinaw na halimbawa ng intentional deception. Bilang abogado, ito ang maaaring maging basehan ng estafa dahil may elemento ng panlilinlang na may layuning makinabang. Hindi na ito simpleng relasyon lamang dahil ang emosyon ay ginamit bilang instrumento para makakuha ng pera. Sa psychology naman, ito ay tinatawag na manipulative behavior, kung saan ang isang tao ay sinasadya ang kanyang kilos para kontrolin ang emosyon ng iba. Ang masakit dito ay hindi agad ito napapansin ng biktima dahil siya ay emotionally invested na. At habang tumatagal, lalong lumalalim ang kanyang attachment at lalong tumataas ang kanyang ibinibigay. Kaya sa puntong ito, malinaw na ang sitwasyon ay hindi na tungkol sa pag-ibig, kundi tungkol sa paggamit ng emosyon para sa personal na pakinabang.
And then you'd come back, and instead of saying, I don't love you anymore, Michael, you would say, I love you, I'm sorry I didn't see you because I was in the province and I didn't have mobile reception or
because
my
I told
phone
you,
broke.
it's just they want me to do that.
They want you to do
But I
that.
no longer love you, but they want me to,
Who?
you know.
Who's they? Who are they?
hook up with
Her parent.
everybody.
Oh, her parents ask you
Doing
to
what they
ask
want.
money from Michael?
I'm
Yep.
obeying them.
You're obeying them? So what you're trying to tell us now, it was your parents who've been asking you to ask money from Michael.
No. I mean, it's
You
like,
said you were just obeying them. I said,
going-
who's them?
hindi,
You said
ganito
your
po
parents.
Kasi, di ba po magpapakasal na kami?
Right.
Kaya ang nangyari, parang, hindi ko naman siya tatakasan na hindi ako magpapakasal, na iniiskam ko lang siya, humingi lang ako
No,
pera.
say it in English so he can understand, please. Okay.
Nauubusan na po kasi ako ng ano eh.
No, you're doing good.
Pero po, nauubusan din ako ng English. Kaya parang mas komportable akong Pilipino. Kasi pag English, iniisip ko kada sasabihin.
No, but you were when you were in relationship with him. Of course, you communicated in English with him
Very, very well.
very well.
Pero po, napapagod din po. Kaya nun pag nag-usap kami, hindi naman yung, basta po, napapagod din naman po ako mag-English.
She's tired of speaking English. She said
Yeah, she's also
Hindi,
tired of
nakakapagod
anybody
din naman
telling her
hindi.
what to do.
she ran out of English. She said.
As of November 2024, when you apparently fell out of love with me, you didn't tell me that. You continued to tell me that you loved me, that you wanted to marry me.
She never told you that she doesn't love you anymore.
No, correct.
Sinabi ko na po sa kanya yung pahuli na.
even
Nung ano
even
na.
when she has been
Never.
no, never. She's continued to
But she
tell
said
me.
she did explain to you that her love is already faded. Her love for you already faded. That's what she said.
Last month.
That was
That's only been in the last
month.
Yeah, correct. So
Okay.
as of 2024, when I have worked out that she's started to see other men, as of November 2024, she never stopped communicating with me.
And she kept telling you that-
continued telling
she
me
kept
that
telling
she
you that
loved
she
me
loves you
and
and-
that she was going to marry me and that
Okay.
I'm the love of her life.
And that's why
And-
you continue sending money
Of
to her.
course. And then she would ask for things like money for private school, even though she
Private
doesn't
school.
go to private school. So I would
So how
give
much
her-
money are we talking?
Ngayon lumabas na ang pinakamalinaw na ebidensya ng panlilinlang, ang paggamit ng pera para sa private school na hindi naman pala pinapasukan. Ito ang tinatawag sa batas na misrepresentation of fact, kung saan may maling impormasyon na ibinigay upang makakuha ng pera. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, hindi na mahalaga kung kusa mong ibinigay ang pera dahil ang desisyon mo ay nakabase sa maling impormasyon. Ibig sabihin, nalinlang ka. Ito ang pinakamalakas na basehan sa isang kasong estafa dahil may malinaw na deception at financial damage. Sa psychology naman, ito ay nagpapakita ng calculated behavior. Hindi na ito simpleng emosyonal na desisyon, kundi planadong aksyon. Kapag ang isang tao ay nagsisinungaling tungkol sa pera, ito ay indikasyon ng intensyon na makinabang. At dito na nagiging malinaw na ang relasyon ay ginamit bilang paraan para makakuha ng financial support. Kaya sa puntong ito, ang kwento ay tuluyan ng nagiging isang legal issue, hindi na lamang emosyonal.
I'd give her 10K here, 10K there, that she would then go and spend on later. I'd find out on aviation day
The what?
simulation where she sits in a 747 simulator for 8,000 pesos for one day with the money that I gave her for going to private school, which she doesn't go to private school. So she would send me lies telling me that she needs money for private school, for this, for that, for the other. So
Na Sherry, translate from Tagalog to English.
Ang ano po
she
kasi
can speak
niyan,
English fine.
di ba po sinabi kong
Oh,
tagal
translate, Sherry.
wala talaga ako sa kanyang feelings, napipilitan na lang ako.
Okay, stop. Sherry,
Okay.
translate.
She's saying that she doesn't have feelings for you.
That's great because I don't either. I had feelings for somebody who wasn't real,
Okay.
Mary.
And then next, go ahead.
Yun, wala na akong feelings noon, kaya nangyari, parang, basta po,
Okay.
matagal na ako sa
Say in
kanyang
English.
She lost her feelings, that's all, sir.
She lost her feelings. Yeah, one and a half years ago, you lost your feelings, Barry, if that's what you're saying. But you maintained for one and a half
pa lang, nawala na
years.
yung feelings ko.
You
Tapos,
maintained for
naiinlove ako sa
one and a
iba.
half years that you loved me. Even when you were seeing Zalvin and everyone else, you were messaging me from their
No,
houses
isa lang ang
while you were there. You even ghosted me in October, knowing that I was coming, and you went and saw Zalvin in October. The month that
Sabi
you
ko nga
knew,
po,
the month that you
matagal na
knew
akong
I was
nawalan sa kanya ng
coming,
feelings, mga,
and you continued to
alam-
tell me that you loved
Okay,
me.
you said you came to us because one, you want to talk to her, and then two, you want to tell your story
That's right.
to everybody so that everybody would know, who she is and who you are. Now, that's all that you need from us.
Makikita natin ngayon ang emotional breakdown ng lalaki. At ito ay hindi na lamang simpleng lungkot kundi isang mas malalim na uri ng sakit. Bilang psychologist, ito ay tinatawag na betrayal trauma, kung saan ang isang tao ay nasasaktan hindi lamang dahil sa pagkawala ng relasyon, kundi dahil sa panlilin lang na nangyari. Ang tiwala na kanyang ibinigay ay ginamit laban sa kanya, at ito ang dahilan kung bakit mas mabigat ang epekto. Hindi lang pera ang nawala, kundi pati ang kanyang oras, emosyon, at tiwala sa sarili. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, ang isang tao ay maaaring magkaroon ng long-term psychological impact tulad ng trust issues at emotional withdrawal. Bilang abogado, bagamat hindi lahat ng emotional pain ay may katumbas na kaso, maaari itong isama bilang bahagi ng damages kung mapapatunayan ang panlilinlang. Kaya mahalagang maunawaan na ang ganitong sitwasyon ay may epekto hindi lamang sa legal kundi pati sa mental health. At ito ang dahilan kung bakit dapat seryosohin ang ganitong mga kaso.
And from her, nothing else.
I want to pursue any legal avenue that I can to, whether it be to prove a staffer, whether it be to prove syndicate a staffer with her family.
How much money?
I believe
Is
it's
it-
about
Siya nag-offer
between
naman
3
din,
to
no?
500,000.
500,000
Noon nga
US
po,
dollars?
sabi ko,
No, no, no,
papasok
no,
ako sa
pesos.
trabaho. Sabi niya,
500,000 pesos, which
babayarin
is
niya na lang daw ako para
10,000.
hindi ako pumasok sa
It's
trabaho.
not that much. It's not that much. However, the main thing is that she's wasted 2 years of my
Ano
life.
naman po yun is-
I loved her so much. She's put me through so much pain, through so much grief, and she doesn't care.
Can you not just reconcile?
Reconcile?
Yeah.
What does that mean, sir?
Meaning you and her getting together again.
With a
Parang hindi na rin
pathological
po.
liar? Are you
Oh.
kidding me?
Well, way I look at it is you're still in love with her because you were crying the first time
Of course,
I
of
talked
course
to you
I'm still in
earlier.
love with her, but I'm in love with somebody who's not in love with me and hasn't been in love with me for a very long time, and
Okay.
has not given me the respect.
What is your reaction to it?
Hindi naman din po kami magbabalikan. Basta, gusto niya, ganito.
He said you're a
Hindi, okay
pathological
naman, okay
liar,
naman.
meaning ikaw raw isang talamak na sinungaling.
Hindi po, sadyang maano lang siya. Nakaraan nga po, may pinapost nga po siyang video ng babaeng umiinom, kamukha ko daw.
Okay.
Pinost niya pa, nilagay niya kung ano nung sinulat niya.
Translate, Shari.
Bandang huli, nakausap niya yung babae ha.
Okay, Shari,
Yung
translate.
may-ari ng mukha na
You're
pinost niya.
posting
Sabi pa nga,
some
baka siya pa daw
videos
yung
of a woman.
post siya ng post.
dating
Ganon
you.
siya, basta po sigurado na siya.
That one photo I got wrong because you posted a photo on your Facebook that looked exactly
I
the
just
same as you.
Kasi sabi
That
ko,
looked
"Ba,
exactly the same as you, saying that we are not even allowed to drink, and you posted a photo that looks exactly like you drinking with some guy with no pants on. I got that one photo wrong, but I didn't get everything else wrong. You are a liar and a scammer and a fraud, and this is not over.
Nag-offer ka, sabi mo dahil magkapakasal tayo, bibigyan mo ako ng allowance. Nag-offer
offered
ka
your
ng
allowance,
ganun.
Johnny got it. So what is your reaction to what Mr. Michael Andre Chandler wants to do?
Senator, first of all, I would like to comment on the breach of the promise to marry. In Philippine law, it's not an actionable wrong, or you cannot seek recovery for something that is akin to a breach to promise to marry. So the fact that her feelings were suddenly lost after apparently 6 months after the 2-year relationship, that alone does not warrant a civil case for recovery. However, you discovered, Senator, through your questioning, that she was in fact not really enrolled in a private school.
Yes.
Napakahalaga ng paliwanag ng abogado dito dahil nililinaw nito ang hangganan ng batas pagdating sa relasyon. Hindi ka maaaring maghabol ng kaso dahil lamang sa napako ang pangako ng kasal dahil ito ay hindi kinikilala bilang actionable wrong sa Pilipinas. Ibig sabihin, ang emosyonal na sakit ay hindi sapat na basehan para sa legal na aksyon. Ngunit kung may kasamang panlilinlang lalo na sa pera, doon nagkakaroon ng legal na pananagutan. Ito ang pagkakaiba ng moral issue at legal issue. Bilang psychologist, mahalagang tanggapin na hindi lahat ng sakit ay may hustisya sa korte. Ngunit bilang abogado, may mga pagkakataon na ang panlilinlang ay maaaring maparusahan. Kaya mahalagang maunawaan ang limitasyon ng batas upang hindi tayo magkaroon ng maling inaasahan. Sa ganitong sitwasyon, ang focus ay hindi na sa relasyon, kundi sa financial deception. At ito ang nagbibigay ng pagkakataon para magkaroon ng legal na aksyon.
Despite her asking for money for that private school, that transaction, that money that was given in the form of tuition can be recovered in the form of a case of either estafa or a civil case for collection. So those are the options when it comes to recovering what was given. So in short, Senator, there was deceit in the act of the girl, posing like she was enrolled in a public school, in a private school, but she really is not. So that's the only amount that we can recover in this.
So Mr. Chandler, as you were saying, can file a case, criminal case of stapa or a civil case of
For recovery.
Recovery.
For the money, Senator.
For the money.
But
Did
I
you
would suggest that it will be faster if we pursue estafa. Anyway, if the girl can produce that she was actually enrolled during the time that she received those money and that she paid that to the school, that will be her defense. But I doubt she can produce that.
One other thing, is there a way of suing for emotional distress?
Yes. My recommendation that we file for a criminal case of estafa can include emotional damages, and in that way you can recover a small amount for emotional damages suffered, sleepless nights, of course, stress that you actually felt. We can always allege that and then claim it in the form of damages.
Ansberry, when you told Mr. Chandler that you were going to enroll in a private school,
Dapat
and
po talaga, mag-i-enroll ako nun.
right, and then he sent you the money for the tuition fee for that
Hindi lang
school.
natuloy. Ang sinad niya po, 10K. Hindi natuloy kasi may binayaran sa bahay.
So
Halagang 2K, kukulangin na. Kaya sabi ko, ay sige, sa public na lang ako mag-i-enroll. Nag-public ako. Tapos yung pera, pinanggastos-gastos ko na lang.
okay, so that
pera.
means the money he sent you intended for the tuition fee in a private school, it was diverted to a tuition fee in a public school. But I think public school doesn't have a tuition fee.
Anong nangyari? Parang may babayaran sa bahay, halagang 2K, edi 8K na lang, kukulangin na po para sa 10K.
Oh,
Kaya
okay.
sabi ko, ay sige, sa public na lang ako
Alright.
Sa puntong ito, malinaw na ang nangyari. Ang pera ay ginamit sa ibang bagay at hindi sa layunin na ipinangako. Ito ang pinakamatibay na ebidensya ng panlilinlang sa buong kwento. Bilang abogado, ito ang strongest legal ground para mag-file ng estafa dahil may malinaw na intent, deception at financial damage. Hindi na ito usapin ng relasyon, kundi isang usapin ng pananagutan. Sa psychology naman, ipinapakita nito na ang kilos ay hindi impulsive, kundi may pattern at posibleng sinasadya. Kapag ang isang tao ay paulit-ulit na nagsisinungaling para sa pera, ito ay indikasyon ng manipulative personality traits. At sa ganitong sitwasyon, hindi na sapat ang simpleng pag-uusap o pag-aayos dahil may malinaw ng paglabag. Kaya ang pinakamahalagang aral dito ay maging maingat sa pagbibigay ng tiwala, lalo na kung may kasamang pera. Dahil kapag ang emosyon ay ginamit laban sa iyo, ang epekto nito ay hindi lamang pansamantala, kundi maaaring magtagal sa iyong buhay.